Hi everyone, welcome to Ncorp Finance. Today we will talk about lender's mortgage insurance in Australia. What is lender's mortgage insurance? Is it even worthwhile to pay it? What are the ins and outs? Now, many borrowers may have heard the term lender's mortgage insurance or LMI for short. Before we explore what LMI is, we need to understand the term loan to value ratio or LVR for short. As the term indicates, it is the borrowed amount or loan against the value of the property. Let me explain with an example. And for sake of ease, I will use some made-up numbers. For example, if say a property is valued at 100,000 and we borrow 50,000 against it using it as a security, then the LVR will be calculated as 50,000 over 100,000 times 100, which is 50%. Again, say if we borrow 75,000 against the same property value of 100,000, then the LVR will be calculated at 75,000 over 100,000 times 100, which is 75%. Okay, you get the picture. Now, banks can lend up to 95% LVR, but banks have a comfort level, LVR or loan to value ratio, that they want to lend. Generally speaking, banks charge a premium if someone borrows more than 80% LVR, as banks consider that to be a risky lend. Hence, to protect themselves from borrowers defaulting on the loan and repayments, the banks will take out a lender's mortgage insurance and get the borrower to pay the premium. Generally, premiums may range depending on the loan amount, the LVR, etc. The higher the LVR, the higher the loan amount, then maybe the higher the LMI premium. It is important to understand that this LMI premium will protect the bank and not you as the borrower. Now the question is whether it is a good thing to take a loan to purchase a property with LMI. Let's be honest, no one wants to pay an insurance premium, especially if that premium doesn't cover us as the borrower. Whilst forking out thousands of dollars may not be desirable, sometimes it just may be necessary. Due to the high price of property across Australia, it is difficult for most people, especially the first home buyers, Gen Zs, millennials, to save a large amount of deposit, say 20%, to avoid an LMI. This may sometimes mean having savings in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on where you buy the property. Plus, you need to have savings for stamp duty and other costs. Hey, who would be having that kind of money lying around? Add to this the cost of living pressures that currently are being presented to Aussies these days. Saving large deposits may be just out of reach for most people. So yes, it seems to me like it is a necessary thing, although a very undesirable thing to actually have, especially in a rising property market. Now imagine if we want to wait another year or two to save the 20% deposit to save a few $1,000s today in LMI costs. What if in the next year or two, the same property is worth $25,000 more or $50,000 more or even $100,000 more than today's price? Not only we may pay a higher property price, but the deposit we are planning to save today may not even be enough to make 20% in the next couple of years. So we come back to our square one problem of not having 20% deposit again. You get my point? Thankfully, the federal government has grants, especially for first home buyers, where they can borrow up to 95% LVR without having to pay LMI premium to the bank. But these spots are limited, and it is better to lock in your spot before the scheme or the spots run out. This grant can save thousands of dollars for first home buyers. I will explain more about the grants in our next video. There are other ways that LMI can be avoided as well, especially if you currently own a property. Stay tuned for more on this on the next video. We have helped a number of Aussies get onto the property market, to buy the first home and get on the property ladder, and helped a lot of investors expand their property portfolio. So that's it from me now. And if you want to know more, please contact us on the details here. If you found this video to be useful and informative, please subscribe to our channel, hit the subscribe bell icon, and it will help us to create and provide more useful content. And also, you don't have to miss out any of the content that is being produced out there. Ciao for now.